In this video, I'm going to look at how hard, how tight, how much pressure to be able to hold a tennis racket with. First off, can you get your fist and just clench your fist like this? Okay. Now, where do you feel the pressure? So the pressure's in your hand, and there shouldn't be any pressure in your forearm. There shouldn't be any pressure here because you've just clenched your fist. And there shouldn't be any pressure, any tenseness higher up. So that's pretty loose. That's as loose as we're going to get it. The next, if you squeeze a little bit tighter, then you start to feel that the forearm starts to get more tension. And if you squeeze tighter, then you'll see that the bicep starts to gain. It starts to contract, it starts to tense up. And if you squeeze as tight as you can, like this, really, really tight, then you'll start to feel it all up in your shoulders, all through your biceps, all in your forearm, all in here. So how tight you hold the racket is based on the force that the ball's going to impart on your tennis racket. Now, if you're at the net and the ball's been hit hard at you and you're looking to block the ball into the corner, then hold tight. Squeeze it tighter here, so they've really hit hard. You grab tight, you're squeezing the bicep just to be able to guide the racket so the racket doesn't get knocked back. So hold it tight. When it comes to a ground stroke, it's not as tight as a volley, all right? We don't want to be tensing up here, and we don't want to be tensing up here, because we can't release the racket. We can't swing the racket through effectively. You're going to squeeze up a little bit at contact, because that's where the power and the force is going to be. So you're going to squeeze up, but we don't want any tension. So when we look to serve, we're looking to be able to hold the racket as loose as we can. Now this is going to be held in our fingertips, and there's going to be no tension even in the wrist, even in the hand here. So we want to be able to throw the racket through fast through here. So this is the lightest that we're going to hold the tennis racket. So let's sum that up. So we're going to squeeze the racket really tight here. It's particularly on a hard ball on a volley that's going to come towards you quickly, because you want to block the force of the ball. When it comes to your ground strokes, look to hold it definitely less tight than a volley. And as you hit, you then squeeze up a little bit and then release it. But we don't want any tension in the arm, because we want to be able to release through like this. Then when it comes to your serve, we're looking to be able to hold the racket really loose. So it's in your fingertips. It's actually going to pivot out of your fingertips when we serve. Use those different pressures. Hold the racket more tightly or looser, dependent on the ball and the shot that you're going to be playing.